welcome to another edition of the Instant Wrestling Report. Alongside my partners Robert and Ryan, I am your host J-Man. This edition, we're going to do our 2011 WWE Capitol Punishment review. Just getting off the air with the pay-per-view. First match up, we had the United States title on the line when champion Kofi Kingston went up against Dolph Ziggler.
We started the night off with a new United States champion, Dolph Ziggler. You know, as all these matches happened last year between Kofi and Dolph for the IC title then, they were great matches, back and forth, a little high-flying, a little mat wrestling. Again, new United States champion, and to me, probably one of the best matches tonight, so Dolph Ziggler gets the win.
New champion there. Next matchup, we had The Miz versus Alex Riley. Oh, people, can I tell you something about this one? We had Alex Riley winning this matchup over a man who went into this year as the WWE champion, defeating Randy Orton with Money in the Bank when he won it, winning the title on a Raw, going into WrestleMania and defeating John Cena in the main event, and he loses to his lackey at one time, Alex Riley. Can you explain to me a bigger downfall right now than The Miz going into this year, being the WWE champion, getting all this stuff that he's built up over like 5 years, just getting shit on the entire time he's been in the WWE, and finally getting this opportunity and, winning the title and, defeating John Cena at WrestleMania, and he loses to Alex Riley? I mean, how far can you plummet? I mean, it just makes no sense. And I got nothing against Alex Riley. Alex Riley's probably going to be a great talent coming in the future, but I mean, to do this at this point, they needed The Miz to win this matchup. If you're going to continue with Riley, have Miz win it, and in the long run, you could have something like this happen. You don't have it right now because the payoff's already done. Alex Riley's already won this match, and it's already over. Just stupid stuff right here, people.
Yeah, shouldn't have won.
Makes no sense.
I said the same thing on the preview video. Just man, you just gave Riley all your heat.
You have nothing to go from here. Genius idea, people. And The Miz losing this matchup to Alex Riley, and not really that great of a match, and not really just a stupid outcome there. Next matchup, we have Alberto Del Rio versus The Big Show.
This was just a mess, man. Wow. They either just don't have any faith in Big Show being able to carry a match, or I don't know what it is, or just keeping Del Rio relevant. I have no idea what the point of all of that was. But they had, Mark Henry come out and just demolish Big Show before the match started and just slam him into the Spanish table. We thought it was funny because we were watching in the beginning and they said, hey, Spanish announce team, And when you watch a pay-per-view, the only time they ever do that is like big pay-per-views. So I was like, it just seems kind of weird. Like, are they trying to make this a big pay-per-view or something?
And
then it made sense. They used a Spanish table. Mark Henry slammed Big Show, and then, Del Rio won just because Big Show just couldn't finish. He couldn't, he couldn't stand up or something. It was just so asinine that Del Rio got the win, and he acted like he won the Royal Rumble again. Like it was
so happy.
But yeah, keeping him relevant, that's good at least. But man, you can put him in the ring with other people. You don't have to put him in there with Big Show, who you're just afraid he can't have more than a 5-minute match. It's just bad. But Del Rio winning via Show can't move.
Hopefully Del Rio can move on to the bigger and better things from there, because that's just terrible. Next matchup, we had the Intercontinental Title on the line when champion Wade Barrett went up against Ezekiel Jackson.
At one time in WWE, the Intercontinental title was the workhorse title. You give it to your guys like Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, Triple H. You build these guys up with it. They go out there week after week to defend this title. Here lately, they give it to people who don't need it. Well, Wade Barrett had it, the Jackal. So maybe they're giving him a little bit of push. We have a new Intercontinental champion, Ezekiel Jackson.
Awesome. Wow. Next matchup, we had CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio. I was really looking forward to this one. Always great stuff when you get Punk and Mysterio in there together. Just somebody in Mysterio that is a great guy to work with like Punk. CM Punk or Rey Mysterio does not need to be in there with the big guys, like the Big Shows or the Canes or those kind of guys to be working with, like, we've seen in the past when he was going for like world titles. And he's being there a guy with like CM Punk that there's just some great little transitions in here, the little kicks they would throw and reverses and then into pins, just some great classic stuff that we saw. Just like in the Kofi and Dolph's matches, kind of like we used to see back in the last year. It's just great stuff that will go from last year to now this year, but just stuff that really we need to figure out more stuff here. But CM Punk getting the win with the GTS, great little finish there. He got out of a thing where it almost looks like drop Mysterio, picked him back up and got the GTS. Hopefully CM Punk can move on to bigger and better things, and maybe a possible WWE title match coming up soon. But,
interesting promo, he cut too.
Really good promo. Really hinting at possible big stuff to come, which we saw on Raw and now we see at this pay-per-view. So possibility of CM Punk moving on to bigger and better things.
He needs to be doing bigger and better things. He is CM Punk.
Yeah. But this is a pretty good match here, and CM Punk getting the victory. Next matchup, we had the World Title line with champion Randy Orton went up against Christian. Another classic match here with Randy and Christian here. Good stuff. ending with Christian's foot under the rope after an RKO, and obviously foot under the rope there, and they played it off as though it's probably gonna be something to continue down the road. Christian will come out and probably say, my foot was on the rope, I didn't really get pinned, but Christian getting Randy getting the win there, and pretty good matchup for the world title.
You get Christian throwing a fit at the end, trying to show the referee my foot was under the rope, and then Randy Jackson with the belt, and he just looked back at him and said something.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah, so I mean,
payback's a bitch.
Payback's a bitch. I think what he read his lips and said. This whole Christian Randy Orton kind of reminds me of a little back in 2008, I believe it was, where Randy Orton faced Edge. Kind of what they did together and their matches together. It was really good. Hopefully this will carry out through the spring, maybe into the fall when there's a TLC match at the December pay-per-view.
It'd be a long feud.
Hey, why not? 6 months, Edge and Christian, I'm all for it.
Yeah, this was good stuff throughout, yeah. Best match of the night. These guys just had some good chemistry. For a while they were playing it off like Randy Orton was really concussed and his eyes were glazed
Yeah,
over.
he just had his look on his face like he
Yeah.
didn't know where he was at, what he was doing.
Yeah, and Randy did the interesting hang neck breaker he doesn't do very much anymore, which we were like, wow, man, it's been a long time
I've seen
since
that in like 7 years.
Yeah,
And
so
Cole says it's the first time he's ever done it.
yeah,
Genius.
he said that about 3 or 4 times about moves.
He's
he's
really
seen
on
that
top
night.
of his announcing abilities.
Yeah.
Pay attention, Michael Cole.
Yeah, but overall, just good stuff. Even the ending wasn't, too bad to where it was. You were like, oh, that's just crap. That's shenanigans. No cheating by Christian. Just good heel work in the ring most part, and good match overall there.
Good stuff, and hopefully be some things to come here from this feud that I hope continues. But Randy Orton's still your World Heavyweight Champion. Next matchup, we had a match they added to get some time out of the way because they had a ton after that World Title match. We had Evan Bourne versus Jack Swagger.
Yeah, this was pretty good stuff. These guys, just trying to get some stuff, some time on pay-per-view. Some guys who deserve to be there, to at least get something, going. The match was short. That's one thing that I've been noticing out of Evan Bourne. He can have himself a really short, just good match, and you're satisfied at the end. It's not great, but it's still good. Evan Bourne gets a win on this. Just some good transitions back and forth between different stuff. Just overall pretty good. One of the better matches of the night. Just throwing it on there, knowing we didn't know about it.
Being in like a 5-minute match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just some good stuff. I think these guys have wrestled each other along, so many times now that they've built up some chemistry and stuff here. Like I said, Evan Bourne getting the clean win with a roll up, and Swagger just freaking out. Oh, they pinned again. So this is pretty good. This was cool. So for the most part.
Moving on to the main event, we had the WWE title on the line when champion John Cena went up against R-Truth. Oh man, just not really good at all here. Just another typical John Cena. Here you go, still your champion. Blah 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 bull crap. Had the involving the kids and having the kid throw water in R-Truth's face and going into the FU and then going celebrating with the troops and all this blah 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 crap. John Cena still your champion in a match.
The match itself was just the Sting Jeff Hardy match. That's about the same. I mean, it was just back and forth, just killing time. It's like nobody wanted to do anything. It's like, come on, we deserve a better title match than this, better main event. The stupid little Cena kid plant. I mean, come on.
Ugh.
It was so obvious that these kids are people they plant there to do stuff. It's.
I don't know. To me, the one thing I thought of the whole time I was watching this match was Brock Lesnar Goldberg at WrestleMania. I really oh man, just dragged bad. I was really excited for this match. Go somewhere, like do something like exciting or something. Oh, I dragged hardcore. Yeah. But with the kid, man.
Thanks, little Jimmy. Thanks.
Throwing water in R-Truth's face. You think there might be something a little more to it, but man, they just give this guy this push and then just have this awful match. Man, it was bad. So I don't know where they go from here from this. Hopefully not R-Truth in them, And I really don't think it was just R-Truth or Cena. I think it was both of them.
It was a whole match.
As a whole, it was either they just did not have good chemistry or something.
Crowd was dead.
It was all Cena sucks, let's go Cena chants. Little Jimmy chant a couple times.
It felt like it could have been a Raw match.
It felt like it did. It felt like it was like a Raw match. So.
Truth really not living up to this great build-up that he had there. In all likelihood, as I told you people in the preview, this should have been CM Punk and John Cena. I really don't care what anybody else out there thinks because this was just plain crap, people. It's just not something, and I got nothing against R-Truth. I'm telling you, I'm loving what he's doing. What he's doing right now is my favorite R-Truth character has ever been. But it's just not to where
mid-card R-Truth.
Not to where the point is we were saying. As we were saying in the match, it in every John Cena match, you usually get the Cena, blah, blah, Cena sucks, and the let's go Cena sucks stuff. When you get in there with a guy like CM Punk, you have the CM Punk, let's go Cena, CM Punk, there's something to really work off of there. And this one just felt like nobody cared a crap about R-Truth and just, is expecting the John Cena win, as we were saying there. But just needed something to where you think that a guy like R-Truth is coming in and finally turning, heel and having this great character and, working off this stuff from John Morrison. Should have just stayed in that little mid-card feud with somebody else and then finally worked up to something bigger as he built up heat and built up more stuff, which he's got going on great right now, but it's just not really coming to fruition with what's going on right now.
And we can't forget the Barack Obama sighting. Barack came out and addressed the crowd and addressed the WWE Universe, and, so he's, it was...
Just an ending to this pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, seeing Brock there in Washington, it was very exciting for me.
So
actually.
epic.
Yeah, I
so
don't know.
Epic.
Just, oh man, Punk. This like he said, this really should have been Punk Cena. They have
Hopefully
matches.
next month, Punk Cena.
They have matches on Raw, Cena and Punk, and it's just the crowd, and you're so good, and you're just really into. I don't know what it is that.
That's what you thought it should have been a WrestleMania main event.
Yeah, I think that I said this before. I think WrestleMania this year should have been the CM Punk Cena. It shouldn't have been. Cena Miz.
It's somebody where it's just complete polar opposites, and it just fits perfectly. A John Cena and a CM Punk are just total polar opposites there. But R-Truth really not living up to what he was, just the greatness that he's been in the promos and the kind of stuff like that. And in just match, just not really that good at all. This will now wrap up our 2011 WWE Capitol Punishment review from my partners Robert and Ryan. I'm your host, J-Man. Thank you for watching another edition of the Instant Wrestling Report, your source for wrestling news, information, and opinions.
No more deuces.
This is a battleground.